The families of two young men from Soweto, 18-year-old Tshidiso Ramatlo and 25-year-old Katlego Letsheli, say they're tormented by the return of the man accused of murdering their sons into society. The two were killed for allegedly stealing the lights for a VW Polo. Their mutilated bodies were found in a piece of open felt. Zola Sholwana has been following the case. She joins me. Zola, good afternoon to you. Why has the person implicated in this been released?
Well, obviously, Stephen, this is something that happened last year in January. And, after CCTV footage was released, then one person was arrested, and this person is believed to be a primary school teacher. And he was granted 20,000 bail in Orlando, and that obviously was quite disturbing to, family members, who have been following this case. Now, obviously, the matter now is at the High Court, and it will be returning, excuse me, in April. So the biggest concern for the families is that this man could possibly walk away free. And obviously, I mean, he's still accused at this point. But there are two survivors out of the four, the four boys. Two were killed and two survived, and they're under the protection of the police because of the nature of the incident. So now the family fears that, because there's also been allegations that those who have survived, were threatened by, people that are close to the accused. So when we were interacting with the family today, they were saying that they feel like the justice system will fail them because the man is not showing any sense of remorse. And also, when they're hearing on the ground, he's quite confident that he will be released.
Did you say he's a primary school teacher?
Certainly.
He is still at work?
Well, there's so many stories here, Stephen, but we obviously spoke to the department, the Gauteng Department of Education, to confirm that, because the family was alleging that this man is still a teacher but in a different school. And obviously the department refuted those claims, saying that he obviously has been suspended until, they conclude their investigations, because the biggest concern, for community members was the fact that this person is interacting with, young children, in primary school and all of that. And we are told that, there's been so many allegations, him saying that he, the reason why he's been going to court was due to maintenance issues, not the actual, case of a murder. But of course, we will find out more about this case when he reappears again on the 22nd of April.
It's an amazing case, but it also shines a spotlight, and this is something that people talk about all the time, of how easy it can be to get bail. At the same time, of course, under our system, you're innocent until proven guilty, so it's a very complicated thing. But for someone who's accused of accused of murdering two people, assaulting two others, to be released for just 20,000 rand, I imagine the families are very concerned.
They really are. I mean, that's why they've been raising, concerns around, the possibility of the accused being, released, because they're saying that if he was just granted 20,000 bail, then what's going to happen now? And they are afraid that the two boys, or rather young men, that are under police protection, who are also witnesses, and they are the ones that actually pointed out the accused that has appeared before court. So they're afraid that if something happens to those boys, then that means, the case will die down. And if you think about the nature in which, these boys were killed, Stephen, how the mothers were describing, their bodies were actually mutilated.
Zola Sholwana, thank you very much indeed, our reporter on that story.